All right. It is being reported that supposedly Robert Kraft is discussing getting rid of Bill Belichick.
Mm-mm.
Do you guys think that this is a good idea? Do you think it's time for Bill to hang up his shoes and his coaching whistle and just throw in the towel and say, I've had a great career? It's not looking so good with in New England this year, and it hasn't been for the last few years since Tom Brady has left to go to the Bucks. What do you guys think? Should it be time? I mean, people have been talking about it. All right, Nicole, what you think?
Yes. I hate to say it, and I mean, I respect all to everyone, but like the game has changed. It's been a lot of decades,
Yep.
two at least, that he's seen pass over and pass over, and like what they say with the quarterbacks, it's a passing game, and the game has changed, and I do think that it is, and it might be time for him to maybe retire, look at other hobbies. He'd be a great analyst. He would be a great book linguist. He could
Yes.
be a good we could have him on the podcast as a guest. But I just think that it is he casts such a great shadow behind all of the other people that maybe it would be nice to have some new light for someone to step up. That maybe it'd be surprising if someone was just watching from behind the scenes and then took the mic. I'm here for it.
Okay, all right. Kate, what you think?
I think it's time for Bill to go. I think it's time. He doesn't even look happy when he's coaching anymore. He just has that
He never looks happy.
scowl on his face, and he just, like it was time. I even admitted it was time for Tom Brady to retire. So it's time for Bill to retire. Maybe he could have a job in the organization as like player personnel, scouting, drafting. Maybe he could go off and join Tom Brady on his yacht while he sunbathes. Because we've all seen the video of that recently. But it's time for Bill to retire. It's like we've talked in years past about the turning of the generations of quarterbacks, like the Mannings retiring and everything else. It's time for the coaches to do a turnover as well, bring in fresh blood. So, yeah, I think it's time for Belichick to retire.
I understand. It hurts, but it is always time for everyone to just go and do something else. Eventually, when the scheme and stuff gets a little old, like Nicole said, it's been years since things have changed so much in the league.
They have.
Yeah.
Delilah, what you think?
I don't think they're gonna fire him on Monday. I do think that he's going to be forced to resign. I've said that a few times. I think because of the legacy he built with the Pats, I think that they'll allow him that. And also, if they keep losing, they'll get a pick and they could pick a quarterback that they want, which I know that's something that I'm sure they look forward to. So if they have a little draft pick, they'll have a shot at the grand prize that everybody wants, right? Caleb Williams.
They'll be in competition with Carolina this year.
That's what I'm saying. So I just think that I don't think he'll be fired like that. But I do think that this is the last season. I think they're just going to let him write it out again. I know it's always a sticky thing, but we know that if you have a losing record, then you have a lower, a higher order in the draft, right? And so maybe that's why they won't pull it right away. I thought he would get it done, but then he lost like 13-9 or something. Like that was a wild game. So I can't see much improvement. I mean, maybe he may win one or two games, but that's not a winning season, which is not something that Bill Belichick is used to, right? Is having back-to-back losing 100%. Seasons. See, that's the difference. Like you might have some fluctuations and things like that, but these are like back-to-back losing seasons, something that he's not used to, right? I don't recall a time in his 20 years of coaching or whatever.
It's a low.
Yeah. So Yeah, I think they're gonna force him to retire, though. I think we will see him like retire. And I agree with Nicole. He can go be an analyst for a lot of money, like a buckload of money. I'm pretty sure, ESPN and Fox and whoever else are out there ready to give him a contract to come on the show with the other coaches that are out there, giving their hot takes. So
Absolutely.
yeah, I think that's what will happen.
Absolutely. I agree. I totally agree.